Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, the Bald Explorer, out on another walk, and this time I'm back in Ferring, but I'm on the west side of Ferring, pretty much opposite where the church is. There's a very long road, I think it's called Brook Lane, I may have got that wrong, and then there's this delightful little footpath which goes out over the Ferring Rife and into some countryside, and I thought I'd investigate that today. So I'm just coming down this little quiet footpath, which I imagine is a dog walker's paradise for Ferring, because a lot of the houses are sort of right on the edge of the countryside here, and there's this sort of expanse between Ferring in West Sussex and further west, where you get towards, I suppose, East Preston, Rustington, and then towards Littlehampton. There's this little bit of farmland, but there's also the Rife, which I assume is taking spring water from the downs down towards the sea, and that's what I'm walking towards now. It is a delightful little rife, a little stream that comes from the downs, which is just to my north here, pointing up towards High Down Hill, where John Oliver had his windmill in the long distance past and used to set the sails in a certain direction to let smugglers know when to bring in their contraband. I've crossed the Rife, which was very nice and very beautiful, a lot of people out walking, and I'm coming on this footpath here, which is going through farmland, and I wanted to avoid all the people who are walking. A lot of people are out at the moment. One certainly gets the impression now that the lockdown is a little lighter weight than it was a few weeks ago. I don't know that the severity of the situation has changed. Maybe it has, but people are certainly treating it less cautiously as they did before. In this field, I don't know what the crop is, but there's certainly a good amount of something having been put into this wonderful large field. Same on the other side, and this public footpath that runs through it. And then we get towards a place called Kingston Gorse. I'm not terribly familiar with that. All I know about it is my sister many years ago rented a property in amongst a whole load of very palatial and set back places, and also I performed, when I used to do my entertaining, some juggling and unicycling and fire eating at a house, a very expensive house on Kingston Gorse, or for, I imagine, a 40th birthday party or something. Anyway, luckily I've got this all to myself, which is rather beautiful, so I'm going to continue and see where it takes me. Just walking up now past this little private space in the middle of this farmland, which has got horses and what have you behind this hedge. Absolutely idyllic little place, secreted away, as it were, between the two, sort of Ferring and Kingston Gorse, and then East Preston, as I say. Lovely little area. There was a little dog sort of barking at me as I went past, but this is a public footpath, so perfect right of way. And then beyond here, another field, some interesting houses right down there in Kingston Gorse. It's a very exclusive area, I think. Still on the footpath, which is great to know. Come through some wonderful trees. I don't know what these are. They've got catkins on them, so I'm just wondering what they are. Beautiful big trees, and here, amazing little farm area. Never been down here before, so this is real new to me, sort of exploration. Absolutely delightful. Great big barn here, and then what looks like a massively thatched cottage area. There's a little bit of quintessential England, as was the barn over here with what would have been a horse or a stable, I suppose. And then the old cottage. What about that? That is incredible. I'm sorry to be nosy, but this is absolutely exquisite. Love it. And then across the road we've got this massive barn. Let's have a look at that. Again, what looks like another threshing barn with the double doors in the middle, and presumably would have had doors on the other side. Absolutely wonderful. Little piece of rural England that you just hidden away. And how about this? Beautiful, beautiful old flint with whatever this is growing up on the side of it. Just terrific. This just takes me back to another time. I absolutely love this. You know, if one could be transported to another time, how wonderful. And then what looks like the old farmhouse or the manor house for this area. Isn't that terrific? So we come out of this whole area. Nice pond down there with some reeds by the looks of things. And it sounds like somebody is cutting something with a chainsaw. Up there, the other side of the house behind the wall, some beautiful blue flowers. I wonder what these are. Just down here, somebody will tell me. And look at this. Georgian postbox, GR, sealed into the wall with our public footpath sign. I feel a bit conspicuous now because I'm walking in Kingston Gorse with these rather extraordinary houses. There's one here, it's rather extraordinary, but I'm hoping that I can get down to the sea. Yes, I can, and we'll get a bit of the coast in as we get down there. There's another footpath sign, which is rather nice. This is Gorse Avenue here, looking eastwards. Some very odd looking properties in the background there. Coming down to the blue sea. I have to say it's a lovely marine blue sea. These are some old looking cottages here. The Lighthouse Cottage, that one's so called. I'm glad that I saw the public footpath sign because I did feel like I was intruding on a very private space. There's signs everywhere that tell you how private and how exclusive this all is. And then you've got these rather palatial properties which must be worth quite $1 million. And yet, for all that, there are more of the footpath signs. And then we've got more of the beach, which is what I've come just to have a quick look at. Down here, and this, of course, this way was spread all the way back down to Worthing and the pier and beyond. This way, which you can't really see on the camera, unfortunately, but it goes all the way to Littlehampton, ending up with the estuary going in. How marvellous is that? And then in front of me here, the wonderful look of the ocean, or the channel, the English Channel, crashing onto the shores. And now very windy as well. Hopefully not too windy that you can't hear me. Well, that's it for my walk today. Thank you so much for watching. I better get out of the wind. Take care, look after yourselves, and don't forget to become a patron, support what I do. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. It's been an interesting stroll, and I'll see you on the next one, wherever that happens to be. All the best, and bye, and thanks for watching.